telephone with your girlfriend. Your conversation, baby, ain't got no end. You yakety, 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 yakka all the time. You keep on talking, baby, drive me out of my mind. You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say every day. If you keep on talking, baby, you know you're bound to drive me away. Well, late out in the afternoon, I start to napping. You walking through the room with some jaws flapping. Hold a mouth moving morning, noon, and night. You keep on talking, baby, make my hair turn white. You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say every day. If you keep on talking, baby, you know you're bound just to drive me away. Well, I think you try to put me through some kind of test. Begging you, baby, won't you give it a rest? You talk about people that you don't even know. Keep it up, baby, I'm gonna pick up and blow. You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say every day. If you keep on talking, baby, you know you're bound to drive me away. Drive me insane. You keep on talking all around the clock. I'm begging you, baby, won't you please stop? You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say every day. If you keep on talking, baby, you know you're bound to drive me away. Yes, if you keep on talking, baby, you know you're bound to drive me away. Yes. Yes, dear. Yes, I'm listening. Oh, I heard every word you said, honey. Yes. Yes, dear. Oh, I agree. You're right. Yeah, you're always right, baby. Yes, dear. Yeah, I heard you. Shut up.
It's time for Traverse City West Titan basketball. Let's head courtside with Tom Devitt and Rich Calkins.
And good evening and welcome to Q100's broadcast of Traverse City West basketball. Tonight, the Titans host the Gaylord Blue Devils in a Big North Conference showdown. I'm Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins. And Rich, we talked to Coach Bowman a few weeks ago, and he divided the season into three phases. The first was before Christmas and the tournaments and playing a lot of non-conference schedule. The second phase is the beginning of league play, which is what we start tonight.
Right, exactly, Tom. And, with the action going on now, this is really good to get conference games rolling because we've had all these games happening. We played 7 games so far, all non-conference.
So tonight we go at the Gaylord Blue Devils, who come into this game without a win. They've played a couple of conference games already. They're 0-2 and 0-4 on the season.
Right.
Meanwhile, Traverse City West comes in here at 2-5. According to the schedule. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't here for a lot of this stuff. 2-5. You have seen them more than I have.
Right.
What's your assessment on the play of the Titans so far this year?
They really hustle. Every single game that I've seen is that they hustle up and down the court, go after it for 4 quarters. And what I saw when they were down 16 in Midland, they rallied around, played great full court defense in the third quarter, and they brought it back to take a 2-point lead. They lost by 2, but man, that full court pressure really turned the tide, and Midland didn't know how to handle it.
If you're just joining us, we had a freshman game. I didn't catch a score of that, but the JV Titans won 65-41 over the Gaylord JV. So JV looking good tonight. Why don't we take a break? We'll come back. Maybe we can get the starting lineups. If not, we'll talk a little bit more about this game and what we got coming up. You are listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
Whether you're shopping around for the best value or have never sold a car before, one thing remains the same. You'll want the most money for your vehicle. At Fox Grand Traverse Ford, we'll give you instant cash for your car, truck, or SUV with a Fox Cash offer. Bring your vehicle to Fox Grand Traverse Ford or get a quote online today. If you want the best value for your ride, Fox Cash offer is the way to go. Get a quote in 15 minutes. FGTFord.com or stop by and visit us today at Fox Grand Traverse Ford on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Only the best.
Asphalt is one of those things you never think of until there's a problem. Molon Asphalt is Northern Michigan's only full-service asphalt company. They manufacture, pave, repair, crack fill, and seal coat so that you get the absolute longest life out of your asphalt surfaces. They also specialize in plowing snow, commercial sweeping, and line striping. Visit MolonAsphalt.com for your next project, home or business. Molon also sells asphalt and seal coat products as well.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Just because winter has arrived doesn't mean your golf season has to end. X-Golf of Traverse City is open year-round for the most realistic golf experience imaginable from tee to green, including putting. X-Golf has a pro shop and gift certificates for the golf nut on your list. Visit xgolftraversity.com to schedule your best Christmas party ever. And of course, the full bar is open to celebrate the round or just gather with friends to watch a game or two. xgolftraversity.com. Play, train, entertain.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Bayview Insurance is your local Auto Owners agent, specializing in good student and teacher discounts. Visit BayviewINSagency.com.
And welcome back to Traverse City West High School. I am Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins as we are getting ready to broadcast the Traverse City Titans versus the Gaylord Blue Devils. And this, for me, as long as I've covered high school basketball, the season always starts really in January. That's when people start getting into basketball a little bit more, and when you start league play, which is always fun.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tom. That's exactly how I feel, too. January is the real start of basketball season, whether it's high school, college, pro, whatever the case may be. But, there's some teams right now in the Big North Conference that are starting off with some good starts, with Cadillac jumping out to a 5-1 overall record, but 2-0 in conference play. They really, right now, seem to be the head of the class. But Alpena, surprisingly, sitting there at 4-1 right now.
Well, and if you want to look at their overall records, it's a good measure who's doing what. But conference play, there's not been any conference games, so West, with a win today, can scoot right to the top of that conference.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We talked about Gaylord is struggling right now. They're 0-4 coming into this game, and they're a team that's been struggling to score points. They played Cadillac. They only scored 24, 25 points against Cadillac, and they've had a couple of games this year where that's going on. Zach Nupont is a coach for Gaylord, was a really good player for Boyne City back in the day. He knows he's got a rebuild on his hands, and not a team you want to take lightly. I expect West to come out here fast and furious and really try to take it to this Blue Devil team.
Because they have a chance. They hit the road on Tuesday against Petoskey, a team at the top of the conference, that West can make a mark early on in the Big North with a couple of big wins, but it's got to start tonight against Gaylord.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Up there in that beautiful gym, that bowl arena there in Petoskey, Tom, that's as good a gym in northern Michigan.
Indeed, and it's funny, the guy that's the new coach at Petoskey, his name is Matt Tam. He coached the girls for a number of years when his daughter was on the team. And I am very familiar with him because I was a freshman at Kimball High School in Royal Oak when he was a senior guard on a team. We were a AA team, and he took us to the quarterfinals.
Wow.
And it was the best run in our school's history, and he was the starting point guard, and he was real good. And I remember there was a guy by the name of Walker D. Russell.
Oh, I remember Walker D.
Walker D. was on Pontiac Central, and that's who they went up against. And my team, Kimball High School, got out to a 12-0 lead to start that game. Then Walker D. Russell went to work. They ended up by winning and going to the semifinals, but it was the best run that Kimball High School ever had. Matt Tam was the guard, and he's now the coach at Petoskey, so I got a lot of respect for that guy and his basketball know-how, and he was a great coach for the girls' team, too.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's great going back in the day. Walker D. Russell, man, he was as good a high school basketball player in the state of Michigan that's come around in the last 40 years.
And I would like to say back when he was a senior, I was a freshman. I was about 5'5", but I could dunk. I'm just, nobody can remember. There's nobody here that can verify that didn't happen.
The beauty of radio.
That's right. I used to do 360s back in warm-ups. All right, why don't we take a break here, and we come back, we will talk some more basketball, and we'll talk about who is having so far a good year for these Traverse City West Titans as they get ready to play Gaylord. You are listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
Where do you take your real friends for real barbecue and really good service? Sparks Barbecue at the Four Corners of downtown Traverse City. But get there early because they sell out of their premium barbecue daily. You'll know why when you taste their legendary beef briskets smoked daily in 100% wood smokers. Treat your pals to a daily drink feature or Michigan craft beer exclusively on tap. Sparks can light up your next event with catering too. EatSparksBBQ.com.
Everybody knows Francisco is the place to go for the largest selection of local and national wine, beer, and spirits. But Francisco's Market and Deli on Silver Lake Road opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday because their breakfast selections are amazing. Croissants, breakfast pizza, burritos, and quesadillas. They've got you covered for lunch and dinner, too, with fresh-made grab-and-go deli sandwiches and pizza made from scratch. See them at franciscosmarket.com or Facebook and discover why fresh is the Francisco's difference.
Life is filled with unforgettable moments, but frankly, insurance should be quite forgettable. If you're like most people, you don't think about your insurance until you need it. You can depend on Top of Michigan and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to provide personal insurance that's personalized to fit your needs. At Top of Michigan, they listen to your worries, then work to make sure they never keep you up at night. Contact Top of Michigan today or visit TOMIA247.com.
We're back here live at Traverse City West High School, getting ready for the start of the Titans taking on the Gaylord Blue Devils in the first conference game for West. And Rich, you've had the pleasure of watching. I did see one game here, and it was a good ball game, but you've seen these guys a number of times.
Right.
Who's standing out for you so far in the first 7 games of the season?
Okay, so far, probably the most consistent player thus far, certainly it's got to be Jonathan O'Connor. He's the 6'5" senior, really handles well. Went scoreless in the first half last Tuesday, and then ended up still with 12 points. Really played hard. Also, Josh Hirschenberger, another 6'2" guard for the Titans, really been playing well. He's been hitting some of his threes from beyond the arc, obviously doing some things like that. Doing some of the dirty work, of course, is Will Gaston. He's a jumping jack, got into some foul trouble on Tuesday night. Ben Shalett got some big-time minutes the last couple of games. He's been playing well. And also, a kid, Bryce Hoskins, number 10. Really, he was one of our players of the game on Tuesday night. He really, not a ton of points, but he provided so much energy, and defensively, he guarded their best, but really caused fits for that Midland team. Really stood out. He's earned himself some more playing time.
All right, so that's who's standing out early on. We got a big game here against Gaylord. One of the stars of today's game, and I can see you're looking at it with envy. Between games, I was getting a chance to buy one of these fancy basketball scorebooks. Look at that.
Look, yeah.
It's got everything with the fouls, and you can put the different.
I like it, Tom. Look
$15 on Amazon. And this may be the most valuable player of today's game. We don't know. We'll see. The new deluxe basketball scorebook.
I like it.
All right. Well, let's keep it here for a second. National. The student section, which is always with a big theme. I could not see what the theme was. It looks like bodybuilding.
Yeah, it could be. They had no school today because of so many teachers having COVID. They couldn't get all the staff here for school, but we're still having the game. So a lot of times when there's not school, on a Saturday game when we were here, the student section was kind of non-existent. There was a small student section here tonight, but we'll see. I can't wait till once the basketball season really gets rolling every Friday night, every Tuesday night. But because TC West, they have one of the best student sections in the North.
Well, I see a lot of the guys have shorts on and they're carrying weights. So it looks like some kind of bodybuilding theme for tonight. Should be interesting, as the Blue Devils will find out soon enough. And you know what? We might go right into the story. I don't know if they did the national anthem for the JV game. That might take care of it. I don't know. We'll see. The officials are coming over to the scoreboard right now as Gaylord is in their huddle talking strategy here. And now the Titans get in their huddle as the scoreboard says officially 44 seconds left, but they've stopped it. So we'll see.
They're going to cancel that out and go right to 8 minutes per quarter.
Indeed. So we'll see if there is going to be a.
Welcome to Traverse City West High School for tonight's varsity basketball game between the visiting Blue Devils and Gaylord.
Tell you what, why don't we take a break and we'll come back after the national anthem and give you the starting lineups. You're listening to high school basketball on Q100.
The national anthem.
Whether you're shopping around for the best value or have never sold a car before, one thing remains the same. You'll want the most money for your vehicle. At Fox Grand Traverse Ford, we'll give you instant cash for your car, truck, or SUV with a Fox Cash offer. Bring your vehicle to Fox Grand Traverse Ford or get a quote online today. If you want the best value for your ride, Fox Cash offer is the way to go. Get a quote in 15 minutes. FGTFord.com or stop by and visit us today at Fox Grand Traverse Ford on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Only the best.
Life is filled with unforgettable moments, but frankly, insurance should be quite forgettable. If you're like most people, you don't think about your insurance until you need it. You can depend on Top of Michigan and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to provide personal insurance that's personalized to fit your needs. At Top of Michigan, they listen to your worries, then work to make sure they never keep you up at night. Contact Top of Michigan today or visit TOMIA247.com.
And welcome back. Traverse City West High School. I got to remember when the music stops, we start talking. Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins. We're live here at Traverse City West High School gym, getting ready for this big showdown between the Titans and the Gaylord Blue Devils as they're announcing the starting lineups right now. And we're getting ready for big Friday night. This is what it's all about. We got the new year going, and see if West can get on the winning column with their first league game of the year.
Yeah, Tom, Friday night basketball games with big crowds, teams playing well. It doesn't get any better than that.
Nope, and like you said, the JV played right before this game, and they beat Gaylord 65-41. See if they set the table here for the varsity as they're getting ready to tip off. The officials, once they take off the warm-up jackets, that means they mean business, and we're getting ready to start.
Here's the starting lineup for West tonight. We got Jonathan O'Connor, Ian Robertson, Josh Hirschenberger, Will Gaston, and Ben Shillette starting for the Titans. Now for the Gaylord Blue Devils, Gavin Freeman as the guard, Austin Vandeveer, number 14, Luke Gallo, Luke Enders, and Brady Pretzloff rounds out the starting five for Gaylord.
All right, so it'll be O'Connor will be tipping off against big number 22. That'll be Luke Gello for Gaylord. Both look about the same size. And it'll be Traverse City West that wins the tip. Bringing up the ball now, Hirschenberger. Hirschenberger's got it over to Robertson on the left wing.
Gaylord starting off in his zone defense.
O'Connor now with the ball at the top. He gives it over to Schlett. Back to O'Connor. He's going to drive right to the hoop. Puts it up and has it blocked, but he has it stolen after the rebound, and they're going to call it West basketball. Good hustle there by O'Connor after he missed the shot or had it blocked.
It was. He was able to split that zone up top, take it to the hole. His shot did get blocked, but by his hustle was able to knock it off a Gaylord defender.
So Connors will be inbounding the ball now for the Titans. Looking inside to Schlett, not there, so he kicks it back out to Hirschenberger over on the left part of the circle. Robertson now. Back over to Hirschenberger at the top of the key. They're just passing it around the three-point line now with O'Connor on the right wing. Looks inside to Gaston. Now long three-pointer. That no good. Rebound West. Strong rebound by Gaston. Pulls it down. A couple players hit the floor, but Gaston still got it. Now a little handoff to Robertson, and he's way outside the three-point circle. Keeps his dribble, though. Fakes the three-pointer, looks in the key. Nice pass inside, and off glass and no good is the shot by Hirschenberger. And now here come the Blue Devils. Blue Devils go on offense for the first time. It'll be Gavin Freeman, the senior, bringing the ball up for Gaylord. He kicks it over to Vandeveer. Name I remember from the football season. Yep. Over to Luke Enders. Almost loses that ball, kicked out of bounds, and it's going to be West ball. Good defense in there by the Titans.
No doubt about it, Tom. That pressure man-to-man defense causing the first turnover here of the game against Gaylord.
So Will Gaston will be inbounding it just about half court, and he'll get it into Hirschenberger, who's going to dribble it over the timeline. Gaston passes it around the three-point circle. It'll be O'Connor now with the ball. Kicks it over to Robertson. To Gaston is over on the left wing outside the three-point circle. Loses his dribble. Gives it over to Hirschenberger. Hirschenberger drives in the paint. Kicks it back out to Robertson with the drive. And again, there's a block by Gaylord.
Yeah, Gallo, once again, number 22, Luke Gallo. He's just waiting for those shots to come into him. He absolutely is a jumping jack and looking to block it.
They're going to call a foul, and so O'Connor will go to the line. Yeah, he's tall, and he's got them long arms.
Yes.
But the foul was called, so O'Connor puts up his first free throw is good. First free throw is good.
And you know what there, Tom? What that would be, that's a Fox Motors free throw.
Oh, I thought you were going to let me guess. But no, it's 1-0 now as he misses the second free throw. Titans up, and the ball tipped out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it's Gaylord ball. Hirschberger did not believe that one, but he thought he had a nice little tip and steal there. But it'll be Gaylord's ball. Austin Vanderveer passes it back. They still don't have it over the timeline. Gavin Freeman. He's picked up by Gaston at the top of the circle. Over to Luke Enders. Luke Enders, almost has it stolen by Gillette. Maintains the dribble, though. Gives it over. Kicks it back over to Freeman. Freeman gets it inside. He's got a man in there and up and in. That was Brady Petzloff. On a nice pass from Charles Hoschler. I think, no, that wasn't Hoschler on the pass. Nice drive inside by O'Connor and misses the bucket, but he's going to go to the foul line. That pass was in there by Vanderveer, and a nice hoop there for the Blue Devils, and they're up 2-1.
Blue Devil foul number 14.
It's going to be Jonathan O'Connor going to go to the free throw line for another Fox Motors free throw attempt.
Good stroke, but it hit the front of the iron and bounced away. He's 1 for 3 from the line with the second attempt coming. It's 2-1 Blue Devils if you're just joining us. O'Connor's second free throw. Nothing but net on this one, and it's all tied at 2 apiece. Here comes that full court press by the Titans. And breaking the press is Luke Gallo from Gaylord. And that ball is tipped by Gaston. Ball bouncing around. Gaylord's able to come up with it, and we're going to have a whistle.
Timeout.
Timeout. They were trapped over in the corner.
They were good timeout by Coach.
And we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
And welcome back, Traverse City High School. Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins for Q100. As we are tied at 2 apiece here as the Titans taking on the Gaylord Blue Devils. Brady Pretzloff has the points for Gaylord, and courtesy of a couple free throws, Jonathan O'Connor has them for the Titans. Inbounding the ball now will be Luke Gallo for Gaylord. He's the one who's got a couple of blocks already tonight. Gets it inside to Vandermeer, has it tipped away, and West will come up with the ball. Ben Gillette comes up with it. Kicks it over to Harbors. That ball.
Yeah, Will Gaston broke away on that secondary break on the right wing, and he got found there, and big bucket by Will.
Indeed, and he's going to get a foul right away, and I was going to say that was a nice pass inside by Robertson. The assist on that one. Gaston with the foul, and the Titans up 4-2 right now with 5:06 left to go here in the first quarter.
One thing I've noticed so far, Tom, Will Gaston maintains that aggressiveness that he had out on the football field. He plays that same way on the basketball court.
Yes, indeed. Okay, here comes Gaylord now. Outside the three-point circle is Gavin Freeman. Gets it inside, wide open, and for some reason, Brady Pretzloff kicked it back out, and it went out of bounds.
And he was wide open underneath the bucket for an easy one, Tom, like you said. Now, so many teams fall in love with the 3-ball, and they forget about taking an easy 2.
Yeah, I thought that, or maybe Will Gaston was intimidating him the way how quickly he can get over there, but pass up an easy layup, and now it'll be Titans basketball. 4-2, Traverse City West in the lead. It'll be Gaston now. Gets it inside to O'Connor. Turnaround jumper, then off the side of the iron, no good. You're going to get a whistle on West, and it'll be Gaylord basketball.
Foul on 22, Gillette.
It'll be Ben Gillette's first foul.
Ben down there battling for a rebound position. Got called on that. Again, full court pressure by West.
And so now here comes Gaylord. Looking for a fast break. Nothing there. Then they get it inside now to Gello. Gello picks it outside. Vandermeer now with the drive. Kicks it back outside the three-point circle. And here comes a long jump shot by Gello. That one off the iron and no good, but Gaylord maintains possession. Long three-pointer again. This one missed, and this time West will pull down the rebound. Here comes Robertson. Gets it inside, and that is taken away by Gaylord. Luke Enders stole it for the Blue Devils, and now here they come. Vandermeer brings it up, kicks it over to the outside the three-point circle. Crossover dribble there by Gello. Faked the shot and kicked it back outside the three-point circle. Gello at the top of the key. He's going to drive. He's in the paint. Goes off glass and good.
Yeah, nice-looking left-handed layup there by Gello.
He's an athletic kid you got to watch out for. He can block shots and drive to the paint.
Yep.
Gaston now with the ball. Sal Connor outside the three-point line. He takes a long three-pointer, no good. But West pulls down the rebound. Gillette with the hustle, miss it. But O'Connor's right there to put it up and in.
But West attacks that offensive glass time with the putback bucket. West calling a timeout.
All right, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout, too. Listen to the Titan basketball on Q100.
Hi, folks. Jim Jeffries for Michigan Trailers in Traverse City, Northern Michigan's largest volume utility trailer dealer. Our volume selling gives us great buying power. We still have a good supply of trailers on hand and more on the way every week. We also have full service, parts, and accessories to take care of all your hauling needs. Stop in and see us today on US 31 South across from Menards, Traverse City, or see us online at michigantrailers.com.
All right, after the timeout, Gaylord will be inbounding the ball. Titans up 6-4. We're early on here in the first quarter with 3:23 left to go in the opening stanza.
We do appreciate Michigan Trailers being our timeout sponsors, and that's exactly what that was by West, a Michigan Trailers timeout.
Give credit to the Titans for hitting the glass hard on that last possession. They got a few looks at it before O'Connor finally buried it.
Yes, absolutely, Tom.
Gello now with the ball, tries to get it inside, and it goes off a Gaylord player's hand and out of bounds.
And that's what happened, that pressure defense, even though you might not get the turnover in the backcourt, just after they cross over the timeline, they throw it away. Titans basketball.
All right, so coming up with it will be Hirschenberger. He's over the timeline now. It's picked up there by Vandermeer, the top of the circle. Give it over to O'Connor on the right wing. Connor to Robertson. Robertson, little crossover dribble. He steps back outside the three-point circle, waits for a pick from Gaston. He gets it and kick it back over to O'Connor. O'Connor now back to Gaston. Pull-up jumper, 15-footer, count it.
All right, Will Gaston with the 15-foot jumper. As now the Titans lead 8-4.
And Gaston with a couple of buckets here in this first quarter. Vandermeer loses the ball to O'Connor. O'Connor right under the basket, puts it up and in.
Hey, keep hustling, and again, Jonathan O'Connor with another bucket.
And it's 10-4, West in the lead. Gaston almost with the steal. Gets it inside, it's stolen by Gillette. They tried to pass it underneath, and Ben was right there, but it tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it went off Robertson. Or check that went off Hirschenberger.
Right. But Austin Vanderveer, number 14, I believe there are a pair of 14s over there, and 14 in blue, I believe, is who it went off of.
Let's see, the officials are in a conference now, but they're going to stick with the call, and Gaylord will be inbounding the ball under the West basket. Titans up 10-4. We got someone new checking in. We got someone who's not on my roster.
Right.
Number 30, we'll just call him. Big 3-0 is checked in for West. And, O'Connor with the steal. He's going to drive to the basket, puts it up. No, he's going to jam it home. Whoa.
Slamma jamma.
He slowed down like he was going to lay it in, and then he just put on the pogo stick and jammed it home.
Yeah, I love it. He's got that height and leaping ability. He brought it down the house.
Indeed. 12-4 now, Titans in the lead. They're starting to run away with things. And Enders with the basketball. We got a new player in, Torino Lamberto with the basketball. Top of the circle. Gives it back over to Enders. Enders over on the right wing, picked up by Gaston in the paint. Now kicks it back outside. Gaylord outside the three-point circle. Vandermeer at the top of the key. He's picked up by Robertson. Now back over to big number 22, who's had a good game so far, and he nails the three-pointer. That's Luke Gello.
Gello with the three.
He's got 5 of Gaylord's 7 points. Oh, we got a player hitting the floor, and they're going to call it out of bounds, and it'll still be West basketball.
Yeah, we got bodies flying all over the place here, Tom. As Brandon Konchak checks into the game.
O'Connor with 8 points here tonight.
Will Gaston's going to get a breather.
Connor's got 8 points along with a dunk. He'll be inbounding the ball. Now Konchak over on the left wing in a little trouble. Gives it the big 3-0 at the top of the key. Now Robertson, baseline dribble, kicks it back over. It'll be Robertson, or check that, Hirschenberger with a three-point attempt. No good. Rebound West, but it went off the shins of a Gaylord player. That's what they're saying anyway. So West, who was dominating the offensive glass early on.
Yeah, no question about it, Tom. Is if Gello doesn't go and get the rebound, defensive rebound for Gaylord, then West is getting it.
Robertson now, he's going to drive in the paint, has the ball stolen though. That is Gello, who's had a fine game here early on for Gaylord. And the Blue Devils will bring it up. Robertson all over the man bringing the ball up, Lamento, but they're going to call a foul, I believe.
Yep.
On Mr. Robertson.
A little bit of a reach in that time by Ian Robertson.
He's got one, according to my new fancy scoreboard. My scorebook here.
I like it.
Yeah, it may be the motivated player, Fox motivated player of the game. All right, here we go. Gaylord is inbound the ball. It'll be Lamento with the ball. We got a wholesale changes here for Gaylord. And Enders pulls up jumper, no good. Oops, look at that. We got music.
Yeah.
A little Ted Nugent to go along with Gaylord trying to get the ball in the bus. Long three-point attempt, no good. And so here comes the Titans. It'll be Robertson at the top of the key. Robertson now over to Hirschenberger on the right side. He's going to drive, puts it up and in.
Wow. What a shot by Hirschenberger. That baseline floater is up from about 8 feet away.
Really, that was impressive. That's her first points of the game, and that puts up the West team up 14-7.
It's been a fast-paced first quarter here, Tom. 21.7 seconds to go in the first quarter.
This is some of the best scoring we've seen by West so far in a quarter this year. 14-7 with 21 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Maybe that Ted Nugent helped them defensively with that little musical spurt. So here we go. It'll be Gello, who's been the star for Gaylord here in this first quarter. They're looking to get him the ball underneath. Nothing there. Now they get him outside the three-point circle. He's quickly double-teamed, and now Robertson will have him on the top of the circle. He pulls up, jump shot. That misses everything and goes out of bounds. It'll be West ball with 1.4 seconds left.
Yeah.
We got the shot. The look he was wanted with the 2 seconds left.
And just in case he forgot, the West student section is going to make sure they let him know.
Yes. The student section will always notice an air ball.
Yes.
And here's big number 30. He'll be inbounding it. Only 1.4 seconds, so he's going to have to heave it a long way. And then there's going to be half the three-quarter court shot. There it is by Robertson. Off the glass and no good. That's the end of the first quarter. It is the Titans up 14-7. We'll be back with second quarter action live from Traverse City. You're listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Bayview Insurance is your local auto owner's agent, specializing in good student and teacher discounts. Visit BayviewINSAgency.com.
Hey Titans fans, if you're car shopping, check out our new eMarsh custom purchase experience at BillMarsh.com. eMarsh makes car buying fast and easy. Choose your vehicle and options, get an accurate trade-in value, calculate your monthly payment choices, and apply for credit. You can even schedule at-home or at-work test drives and deliveries. Start your eMarsh experience at BillMarsh.com. eMarsh, welcome to easy. And go Titans.
All right, welcome back. Traverse City West High School is getting ready to start the second quarter. Titans up 14-7. Gaylord will inbound the ball now. As a quick-moving first quarter. Titans have doubled them up 14-7. Now Gaylord tries to get the ball inside, and it's stolen by Gaston. Gaston now gives it up to O'Connor. O'Connor with a dunk in that first quarter. Gives it back to Robertson. Long three-pointer and count it.
All right, Ian Robertson with the long three from 22 feet away. Nothing but net.
And there's a steal by Robertson. Oh, check that. That's number 30, whose name we don't know. We'll get his name at halftime. And he had a nice steal, but it went out of bounds. It'll be still Gaylord ball. 17-7, Titans up. First big North Conference showdown for the Titans this year. So far, looking good. And trying to get it inside, and they're having all kinds of trouble. Is Gaylord finally bounces it off a West player, goes out of bounds, they'll get another shot at it.
Again, this full court pressure really doing some damage here tonight. Again, first saw it down at Midland. It really was effective, and it's effective here, giving Gaylord all kinds of trouble.
Is Gaston trying to hammer Luke Gello, has been the star player for Gaylord early on. He's got 5 of the 7. And that ball goes out of bounds, still be the Blue Devil ball, as they're having all kinds of trouble getting the ball over the timeline.
They're advancing at about 6 feet up the court each time. It's a game of field position right now.
Yeah, that's about it. All right, it'll be inbounding the ball. Vandermeer tries to get it into Gello. Gello finally does get it. He's got possession. Still don't have it over the timeline now. Taking their time.
Whoa, that was close.
That was Enders who got it over in time. And so now West on defense. Enders looking for something inside. Nothing there. And there's Gaston with a steal. Will Gaston goes right to the bucket. Oh, he tried to jam it, and it goes in and out. And so now here comes Gaylord. Think he was trying to jam there, and
I
it just
think so too.
didn't have a handle.
He lost the handle just a little bit going up. It's hard to palm that ball when you're sweating. And Will Gaston certainly above the rim, just couldn't flush it.
17-7, still West in the lead. Now Gaylord trying to slow it down a little bit, and we're going to get a timeout by the Blue Devils. We're going to keep it right here. So far we had O'Connor with a dunk, and then Gaston almost dunked.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be one of those games where these guys are going to get some steals and get some open court and try to ram it home. The coach is going to remind them over there for sure. Doug Ballman's going to say, hey, go for the dunk, but make sure you get the points first and foremost.
And I got to say, their defense has flustered the Blue Devils. There's no question. They are having all kinds of trouble. We got 6:43 left to go here in the first half. They've only got 7 on the board as the Titans continue to hound them.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Tom. That definitely West calling card is their tough defense. And again, it's showing here in game number 8 of the season.
Donikowski was the one that called the timeout, wanted to settle his team down a little bit. So now they're going to inbound the ball. It'll be Luke Gello with the possession over the timeline. Luke picked up there by Hirschenberger. And they try to get it inside. There's big number 44, Petzoff. He's got it. Doesn't make a move toward the basket. Kicks it back out to the timeline. It'll be Enders again. Enders looking inside. Nothing there. He's harassed and hounded. Finally gets it over to Graham. Graham with a nice baseline drive and up and in.
I like that. He switched it over to the left hand to Graham and got the bucket to fall for the Blue Devils. They're at 9. 17-9. Titans up.
Nathan Graham's first points of the evening. And so now it'll be Robertson with the ball over to Gaston in the right wing. O'Connor outside the three-point line, shoots it off the back of the iron and no good. Gaylord puts down the rebound, but Gaston gets it right back, gives it to O'Connor, and he's got an easy layup.
Yeah, good hustle once again by this Titan team. Double figures now already for Jonathan O'Connor with 10.
Indeed. Now the Blue Devils try and bring it up trying to get into double figures here. Long three-pointer. That one in and out for Enders. And Gaston pulls down the rebound. He'll get it up quickly to Hirschenberger. Hirschenberger now drives baseline, and he is rejected. Well, you're going to get a foul here on Luke Gello.
Man, Gello, would have been his third block if you didn't foul him. Hirschenberger going to go to the line shooting 2.
Well, it appeared to me like he had all ball. He was behind him, had his palm on the ball, but the official saw something else, and it works out for West because Hirschenberger's going to go to the free throw line. He misses his first one.
And by the way, these are Fox Motors free throw attempts by Josh Hirschenberger.
Titans 2 for 5 in the first half at the free throw line. We'll see if Mr. Josh can increase that percentage, and he makes that one, and it's now 20-9. Titans in the lead. There's the pressure again. This time Hirschenberger steals it. Nice pass inside to Gaston, and he gets in with the bunny.
Unselfish play by O'Connor to give it up to Gaston for the easy bucket. Great play by this Titan team.
And here comes that press giving all kinds of trouble to Gaylord, and the ball is lost out of bounds. It'll be West basketball.
Turnover City. That's what that pressure does. It just forces you to do unforced errors. And, man, this is very similar to what took place on Tuesday night.
And, you know, they're not tall, this West team, but they're athletic and quick, and they're using it to their advantage with this press. Gaston almost loses it, saves it inside of Hirschenberger. Now he brings it out to the outside the three-point circle to Robertson on the left wing. He drives in the paint, quick dish to Gaston. Gaston now has it stolen, and it's stolen right back by Robertson. And they're going to say it's still West ball.
Second into the game for Gaylord, number 20,
O'Connor. The contact checking back in.
And number 34, contact.
Excuse the pun.
And we also have number 30.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Coach here and get a name on that young man.
Because he's not on the score sheet, and he is in, and he's gotten a lot of minutes here in this first half.
Certainly has.
Robertson now over on the right wing. To Gaston, way outside the three-point circle at the top of the key. Gives it back to number 30. He fakes the shot. And now Robertson. Picked up there, gets it over to Hirschenberger at the top of the circle. Konchak to Gaston. Gaston, he's going to drive, then kicks it back out to Hirschenberger. He tries a three-pointer. That no good. Gaylord pulls down the rebound. Here come the Blue Devils. It'll be Lamerto, who's checked in now over to Freeman. Freeman's picked up by Robertson. The ball on the floor, and the Titans have it. Now there's a scramble. Robertson comes up with it, back to Gaston. And here come the Titans again with that press. Their defense is causing all kinds of problems for the Blue Devils.
It certainly is, Tom.
And now Robertson with the three-point shot. That one rolls around the rim and no good, and you got a whistle underneath. They're going to call this on Gaylord, it looks like.
Number 10,
Gavin Freeman, the senior.
Into the game for the Blue Devils, number 14, Vanderveer, and number 33.
It's 22-9. We're 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Titans will have it after the foul. It'll be Robertson inbounding the ball for Traverse City West. Robertson looking in the paint, nothing there, gives it over to Gaston. Gaston having all kinds of trouble, has the ball stolen, and here comes the Blue Devils. Gaylord will be Vandermeer. Ooh, almost threw it away. He's got Enders now bringing it up over the timeline. No pressure this time. He's at the top of the key now, guarded by Robertson, back over to Vandermeer. Vandermeer now with a whistle and a foul, and this one...
I think it's going to go on Will Gaston.
Yep. A few bodies flying around.
He was, yep. Will was riding him like a rented mule.
And like I said, if you ever want to know, you can see on the scoreboard how many fouls, but also on my new handy scoreboard, it's right there. He's got his second foul. So Will is going to come out.
Scoreboard, smoreboard. I'm looking at the Tom Devitt scorebook.
The good book is in line for the motivated player of the game. Fox Motors, long three-pointer, no good by Gaylord. Now number 30 brings it back up to Hirschenberger. Drives and then brings it back out. Inside the Konchak now. In the paint, there's a battle going on, and it's going to be a foul on Gaylord.
Yeah, Pretzloff, Brady Pretzloff definitely with the foul there.
Foul on number 40.
Battling Konchak. There are a couple of big boys going on it down there in the paint.
That's the fifth team. Both teams have 5 team fouls here with 3:14 to go in the first half.
O'Connor will be inbounding now for the Titans. Konchak over on the left wing has it tipped, and Gaylord comes up with it. Well, it's still bouncing around. Now here comes possession by the Blue Devils, trying to get into double figures. They're down 22-9, and the ball almost stolen. You got a bunch of hands on it. What they're going to call, this should be a jump ball.
It is. We'll see the possession arrow, which way it's going.
Jump ball, possession, Traverse City
West,
West.
okay.
Oh, so it is a turnover.
Number 32, Nathan.
There's been a lot of turnovers in this first half, Tom.
Indeed, 22-9, Titans in the lead. This is the first Big North contest for them. Gaylord's already played a couple of Big North contests and lost both of them. Now here comes Konchak. Gives it to Hirschenberger, and he goes to the paint, and he is rejected. That is the third block shot by Luke Gello.
Yeah.
And now Gaylord brings the ball up. Bounce pass inside to Vandermeer. Oh, he missed the layup. That was a nice pass in there by Big 44.
Nice give and go, no doubt about it, Tom.
Robertson now will bring it back up for Gaylord. Or excuse me, for West. It is O'Connor with the three-pointer from the right side, and he drills it.
I tell you, O'Connor now with 13 in the game.
And there's a steal by West. Underneath to O'Connor, off the glass, count it.
Another left-handed layup, unselfish pass by West.
And there's another steal. Oh, no. Oh, Robertson went up to get it, and he landed on his head. Oh, you heard that.
No doubt. He went up. I mean, was going after the ball. The two number 14s collided there in midair, and then you could hear his head hit the floor.
And he got hit while he was still in the air, and you have no control at that point.
Yes.
And he went down, hit his head. So he looks like he's slowly getting to his feet. They're telling him to take his time.
Right.
Boy, he got rocked.
Yeah, Ian Robertson there on the receiving end of that is looking at the medical trainer here at West.
All right, we'll take a quick break here. We'll come back, let you know what's going on. You're listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
Where do you take your real friends for real barbecue and really good service? Sparks Barbecue at the Four Corners of downtown Traverse City. But get there early because they sell out of their premium barbecue daily. You'll know why when you taste their legendary beef briskets smoked daily in 100% wood smokers. Treat your pals to a daily drink feature or a Michigan craft beer exclusively on tap. Sparks can light up your next event with catering too. EatSparksBBQ.com.
And we're back, Traverse City West High School, after the injury. And the good news is that Robertson walked off on his own power, but I'll be surprised if we see him back in this game. He really got knocked on the noggin there.
No question.
Gaylord will bring the ball up quickly, and that'll be Luke Gello puts it up, and then it's 27-11, Titans in the lead.
He's got that soft touch around the basket. He used his left hand from the right side with the layup. Gello definitely a very good ball player for the Blue Devils.
And so now 24 is checked in. That'll be Briar Meredith.
And we're going to have a Fox Motors timeout by TC West.
All right, we're going to keep it right here for now. Just let you know, what happened is and that sequence, by the way, by the Titans was fantastic. It was like 2-3 steals in a row as their defense came up big. And Ian Robertson went up on one of those steals. He had possession, but there was a collision. And because he didn't have his balance, he came down and hit his head. And he's kind of rocked right now, looking a little dazed. I'd be very surprised if we see him in the rest of the game. But he had a good first half so far, and the Titans are up 27-11. We'll let you know if anybody gives us any information on what's going on there.
Hey, Tom, real quick, I want to thank a new sponsor that just came on board this week, and that's Molon Excavating and Molon Asphalt. Currently looking for high school kids to come to work for them this summer to play in the dirt. If you're interested and learn more, call 231-943-3929. Their asphalt crews work with high school sports teams with fundraisers by donating back to your favorite team. Call and support Traverse City West Titan Basketball.
All right, so after the timeout, it'll be Titan Basketball. Inbounding it will be Meredith. It's my first chance to see him this year.
Yes.
Checked in with Robertson out, and now you're going to have Hirschenberger bring the ball up. Over to Gaston now outside the three-point circle. On the left wing is O'Connor. Almost has it stolen, but maintains a dribble. Meredith now with the basketball. Up to Gaston, or excuse me, number 30, who tries to pass it, and the ball is tipped. Boy, you got some very physical play, and you're going to get a foul here on Gaylord.
I think Freeman's going to pick up that foul, and that's going to be the 17th foul. They're going to go to the line shooting a 1-and-1 now.
And that'll be the second foul on Mr. Freeman as well.
And number 30 is going to go to the line.
Well,
I got to put a new line on my score sheet, Tom.
Maybe somebody can text us if we describe him. He looks like he's about 6'2", really dark hair. He's played a good first half, and now he's at the free throw line. And his free throw's no good, but you got something going on beforehand.
You got a lane violation by O'Connor, so that the basket was no good anyway, but O'Connor tried to get into the lane too quick, and Gaylord's ball.
So the Blue Devils will try and bring it up quickly, and they're almost stolen. That press again working magic here for West. They're up 27-11. Now a quick out pass to Vandermeer. Vandermeer drives baseline, tries to pass to Pretzloff, and he loses the handle. And out of bounds, West ball. As the student section lets them know about it.
Right. Just over a minute to go in this first half. Titans up 27-11.
Still looking at the trainers, looking at Robertson over on the bench. They're going to have him leave the bench area.
Probably going to go down in the locker room, I would assume.
And now with 53 seconds left, the Titans with the basketball. It'll be Gaston outside on the right wing, outside the three-point circle. Here's big number 30. Free throw, running jumper, and it's good.
I love it. That little floater in the middle of the lane for number 30.
Pretzloff now with the long outlet pass, but he again passed up a shot in the paint, kicked it back out. Gello has been the man for Gaylord here tonight. Bounce pass inside, stolen by O'Connor, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, so it'll still be Gaylord basketball. 25 seconds left to go here in the first half. And there's a quick give to Nathan Graham. We'll see if they play for the last shot. No, they don't. There's a drive inside, shot missed, and ball bouncing around, and we've got West coming up with possession. It'll be Hirschenberger. He's going to slow down.
Now, yep.
With 10 seconds left, he's way outside the three-point circle, gets it over to Gaston. Gaston to O'Connor. O'Connor's going to line up for a three-pointer. That one off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound Hirschenberger, but they're going to get a foul call here on West. So with 2.9 seconds left, Gaylord is going to have to go to the length of the court.
Yeah, Briar Meredith got his name in the scorebook with a foul.
Long outlet pass. Oh, they got it into Pretzloff, and he puts it off glass. That wasn't even close. And that is how we are going to end the first half, 29-11. Titans with a big lead. We've got This Week in High School Sports coming up as we get ready for the Bill Marsh halftime show. You are listening to high school basketball Titan style on Q100.
10, 15.
Just because winter has arrived doesn't mean your golf season has to end. X-Golf of Traverse City is open year-round for the most realistic golf experience imaginable from tee to green, including putting. X-Golf has a pro shop and gift certificates for the golf nut on your list. Visit xgolftraversity.com to schedule your best Christmas party ever. And of course, the full bar is open to celebrate the round or just gather with friends to watch a game or two. xgolftraversity.com. Play, train, entertain.
Everybody knows Francisco is the place to go for the largest selection of local and national wine, beer, and spirits. But Francisco's Market and Deli on Silver Lake Road opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday because their breakfast selections are amazing. Croissants, breakfast pizza, burritos, and quesadillas. They've got you covered for lunch and dinner, too, with fresh-made grab-and-go deli sandwiches and pizza made from scratch. See them at franciscosmarket.com or Facebook and discover why fresh is the Francisco's difference.
When it's time for a change, head to J-Loop, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Loop is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Loop for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
You don't want to think about your family living without you. That's why Top of Michigan can think about it for you. Let's be frank. You might feel like it's too soon to start thinking about the unthinkable. You can depend on Top of Michigan and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to prepare you for the unexpected, no matter your age or situation. At Top of Michigan, they believe the best relationships are honest, upfront, and fair. If you want to get frank about insurance, contact Top of Michigan today or visit TOMIA247.com.
The first week of football is in the books, but this week we're focusing on the other football, soccer. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports. This is the start of the third name in Onstead and a big-time, first-time wrestling event at Montague. It's all next on This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. I'm John Ross. Welcome to This Week in High School Sports, and Happy New Year. The Onstead boys basketball team is off to a hot start this year. The Wildcats are already 7-0, including 2 wins in the Lenawee County Athletic Association. This, a year after Onstead won 11 games in a row before losing to Parma Western in the district finals. That's 18 wins in their last 19 games dating back to last season. Sophomore Aiden Davis leads the way for Onstead, much like his older brother Austin did before him. Austin was runner-up for Mr. Basketball in 2016 and the Associated Press Class B Player of the Year in 2015 and 16, before going on to play at the University of Michigan. Now, Austin helps out with the team when he can and tutors little brother Aiden, who stands 6'9". Onstead opens 2022 with 3 conference games before heading to Ohio to play in the Rossford Invite. Read more about the Davis connection and Onstead's season by going to secondhalf.mhsaa.com. Game balls this week go to Grand Rapids Catholic Central's Jack Karasinski. Playing for the defending Division II champion Cougars, Karasinski had 23 points and 8 rebounds in a win over the defending Division I champion Grand Blanc. The game was played at Van Andel Arena as part of the Jam at the Van Showcase. Portland St. Patrick's Caitlin Russell. She scored a team-high 19 in a 53-49 win over Fowler. Fowler is the defending champ in Division IV, and it was their first loss of the season. St. Patrick is unbeaten, 6-0, heading into the new year. And to the Lady Matt Cat Wrestling Invitational. The inaugural all-female competition was hosted by Montague and featured wrestlers from more than 30 schools. Winners in each of the 14 weight classes came from 13 different schools, with Chippewa Hills the only school to produce 2 winners.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with MHSAA Assistant Director Brent Rice.
You'll hear a crowd scream over and back anytime the ball is first touched in the backcourt by the team last in possession of the ball. But it isn't as simple as that. Correctly referred to as a backcourt violation, there are 3 key elements that must first occur. The team must have team control while on the court. The team must be the last to touch the ball in the front court. The team must be the first to touch the ball in the backcourt. One way a backcourt violation can occur is when a dribbler establishes 3 points, the ball in 2 feet, in the front court, and then retreats to the backcourt. There are also a number of exceptions to this rule that apply to jump balls, throw-ins, and when a player is making a defensive play. And remember that it's not always as easy to call as it appears.
Thanks, Brent. You can be a referee. Go to the MHSAA website now to register. As we move into 2022, a reminder that February is Oxford Strong Month. Schools in the Oakland Activities Association, Kensington Lakes Activities Association, and Catholic High School League started the initiative. They're asking as many schools across Michigan as possible to participate in a show of support for Oxford on February 4th and during other Oxford Strong events throughout the month. Working with the official MHSAA merchandise vendor, EA Graphics, and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, Oxford Strong shirts will be available, with the profits from those sales being donated back to the Oxford community. Schools or individuals can order shirts by going to supportoxfordstrong.com. Oxford is a member of the OAA, and fellow OAA member Lake Orion has stepped up to assist the Oxford swimming and diving team. Since students at Oxford are still not allowed back into the school, Lake Orion has allowed them to use their pool for practice. And the Michigan Interscholastic Swim Coaches Association has organized getting them the equipment they need, things like suits, goggles, caps, snorkels, kickboards, and fins. You can read more about how schools are supporting Oxford High School at secondhalf.mhsaa.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll see you next week.
Asphalt is one of those things you never think of until there's a problem. Molon Asphalt is Northern Michigan's only full-service asphalt company. They manufacture, pave, repair, crack fill, and seal coat so that you get the absolute longest life out of your asphalt surfaces. They also specialize in plowing snow, commercial sweep.
Set your party on fire. EatSparksBBQ.com. Add a little spark to your next party when you host it at Traverse City's premier event space, The Loft at Sparks Barbecue in the heart of downtown Traverse City. They don't just add a touch of class, but a spark of excitement to any event. You might have trouble choosing from a vast array of dining and drink options, but their premium barbecue is guaranteed to make your party a flaming success. Booking holiday parties now. Go to EatSparksBBQ.com to set your party on fire. EatSparksBBQ.com.
And welcome back to Traverse City West High School. Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins for Q100. We're getting ready to broadcast the second half of the Titans versus the Gaylord Blue Devils, and it was all Titans in that first half.
It certainly was, Tom. 29-11 lead. How about Jonathan O'Connor? 15 points in that first half. Ian Robertson with 3. 3 also for Hirschenberger. 6 for Will Gaston. And 2 for number 30, our mystery guy. And that's up from the JV is a sophomore, Quentin Gillespie.
All right. And I got a little stars and circles around two of John Connor's points. There was a dunk in that first half.
Love it.
Yeah. Now Gaylord is going to start off with the basketball. Driving baseline is Vandermeer, and he loses the ball, and West will have it. Yep. And also in that first half, we didn't get word on Ian Robertson, who hurt. He came down hard on his head. He went to the locker room. We'll ask Coach after the game. I'm sure he will not be seeing. He's back out on the bench. Probably not see any action.
For sure. I would be really surprised, Tom.
Gaston now in the paint, kicks it back out to O'Connor. O'Connor with Gillespie with a long three-pointer, got it.
All right, Gillespie, I love it.
Just as we get his name, he drains a three-pointer. 32-11, Titans in the lead. And there's a steal by Gaston. This defense for the Titans, and Gillette loses it. Ball and dives for it on the ground, and they're going to call it Gaylord basketball. He's flustered because Gaston had a steal, gave it to Gillette. He lost it, and he almost got it back on the dive.
Right, and that happened right over in front of Mark Gillette, of course, his dad, Ben's dad.
Yep, right there. Oops. All right, here comes big number 22. It's Luke Gello. He goes right to the hoop and in, and count it. They're going to call a foul on here. Luke Gello has been the man for Gaylord.
He drove hard to the hoop that time. Tom picked up the foul along the way, and that's going to go on Gillespie for West. but Gallo's going to go to the line for potential three-point play for Gaylord.
He's already got 9 of their 13 plus 3 blocks in that first half. Free throw is up, bouncing around and no good, and West will come up with it. It'll be Hirschenberger now, bringing it over the timeline. Kicks it back to Gillespie. Gillespie over on the left wing, gets it back outside the three-point circle, fakes it, gives it to O'Connor. Tries to get into Gillette, but it's stolen. Vandermeer now for Gaylord is going to take it the length of the court, put it off glass, and it didn't go for him though. And Gillette with a hard rebound, elbows flying, and you're going to get a foul call here on Gaylord.
Yeah, I think that's Vanderveer. Ben Gillette with another defensive rebound for the Titans.
Vandermeer was that running back for Gaylord, I believe I remember. He looks like one.
He does, yeah. The way he came up the court that time, he ran like a running back.
Gaston now with a bounce pass into Hirschberger. Nice give and go, and he count it.
Man, Hirschenberger with a real acrobatic layup from the left side.
And Gaylord threw it away. This defense is stifling Gaylord tonight, no question. And that ball thrown out of bounds. Now it'll be Will Gaston inbounding it for the Titans. They've already got a 34-13 lead. Playing in their first league game of the season. The Big North Conference underway officially. And here comes Hirschenberger. He's got a lane, kicks it back over to O'Connor. Was open for a three, but then again, there's that.
Gallo.
Yeah, he's tipping it out of bounds.
He's everywhere, man.
He looks to be as tall as anybody on that court, and he's got them long arms. Very athletic, and he's been the star for Gaylord, but it's been all West so far. Gaston now gets it in the paint, looking to shoot, but it's tied up there.
Vanderveer tying him up.
And the possession arrow will point toward Gaylord at this point. And so, or check that.
Stays with West, yeah.
Stays with that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Now quick underneath to Hirschenberger, and he misses the shot, but he's fouled.
Yeah, Gaylord reacting to it right now, but they're about a half step slow as West is just attacking the basket.
That's the best inbounding play there is. Guy charge into the basket and just boom, little dink. And
Hirschenberger going to go to the line shooting two.
First free throw is good. He's got 3 on the night. He's 2 for 3 from the line so far. We got 6:16 left to go here in the third quarter. It's been all Titans, 35-13. And second free throw, count that as well. Hirschenberger now with 7 points, and now there's a press. Gaylord's had trouble with this all ball game, and they finally break it. Pretzlow now with the ball, tries to get underneath. There's a steal by Hirschenberger. He's got O'Connor streaking down the court, and he loses the handle and out of bounds. Oh, O'Connor, I think, might have been thinking dunk.
I think so, too.
He had a running lane, and he had the ball, and he lost it out of bounds.
He thought about what he was going to do with it before the ball got to his hand.
And you know what they say, there's one thing better than one dunk, and that's 2. I just made that up. All right, here comes Gallo, and he's trapped by West. Gets it over to Vandermeer. Baseline ball kicks outside the three-point circle. Gallo now with a three-pointer off the side of the iron. It bounces out of bounds. Did they save it? And they did.
Yeah.
Heads-up play there by Pretzloff.
No doubt about it. Diving out of bounds, throwing it off a West defender there as Gaylord will maintain possession down 36-13.
Gallo will inbound it, and he does, and we're going to get a foul here on O'Connor.
A little forearm shiver.
Yep. A little too aggressive on that defense. Inbounding it will be Gallo. With 5:51 left to go in the third quarter, all Titans here, 36-13. Enders now over on the right wing. Back over to Gallo. Gallo, top of the key, moves the ball inside to Pretzloff in the paint. Jumper off glass, no good. Gaston pulls down a strong rebound.
Up and over everybody, Will Gaston.
Hirschenberger now outside the three-point circle to Gaston. Gaston, nice pass inside to Gillette, and he gets the bunny.
Another unselfish play by Will Gaston.
And it's 38-13 West. And there's a steal by O'Connor, but they're going to call a penalty. Hey, watching too much football.
Right.
They're going to foul. Gallo had it. O'Connor reached behind him. stole it, but must have got a piece of him. Boy, that's going to be O'Connor's third. He's going to sit down. He's got 15 points all in that first half, but he's going to sit down now, and it's be Gaylord trying to inbound the ball. Look at Gaston all over the inbounder, and a long throw, and Gello comes down with it. Gello now, baseline, jumper, off the back of the iron and no good. Now Gillette with the ball.
To Habers in now.
Habers in, and gives it, Hirschenberger over to Gillespie. Gillespie with the drive and in.
All right, Gillespie now. I love it.
See why they brought this guy up from JV. He's a player.
He's got 7 points now.
Now the Gaylord's coming up the court. They got numbers, and it's going to be an offensive foul. That was Ben Gillette.
Taking one for the team.
He did. He hit the floor hard and got the charge. Vandermeer with his... Boy, if that's on Vandermeer, that'll be his fourth.
He is fourth, yeah.
Wow.
They add up quickly.
Indeed. All right. 40-13 West in the lead. They're going to bring the ball up. Mentioned Ben Habers is in for now for West. Hirschenberger over to Habers. Over on the right side outside the three-point circle. Hirschenberger back to Gillespie. He's open for a three-pointer. Takes it and drills it.
Another one.
Whoa, look out for this kid. No name Gillespie.
You're right. That's his second three of the quarter.
And West all over this one, 43-13. This defense is unbelievable. And Gaylord could not get the ball up, and so their coach calls a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too. You are listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
And welcome back. You're listening live to Traverse City West High School. After the timeout, you got to figure that Coach Danikowski from Gaylord saw his team getting a little flustered trying to bring the ball up as this defense for West has been stifling. They're up 43-13 with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Blue Devils only have 13 points.
Yeah, no, again, they've had trouble scoring all year, and it's continuing here. This high-pressure defense by the Titans right now is the difference in this ballgame.
Gavin Freeman over on the right circle, gives it over to Gello. Gello, a three-pointer, not going for him here in this second half, and so the Titans will bring down the rebound. Gillespie, who's had the hot hand here in the second half, bounce pass over to Habers. Outside the three-point circle, back into Hirschenberger to the Gillespie. Hirschenberger's wide open at the top of the key, gets the ball, tries a three-pointer, no good. A battle with Gillette and one of the Gaylord players underneath. The ball still bouncing around, and West comes up with it. Hirschenberger bounce pass now to Habers. Habers has got the ball over on the left side, outside the three-point circle. Pull-up jumper, count it.
Tyler Frechette.
Frechette.
All right, Tyler Frechette in the scorebook now.
I didn't see him even check in, but he let me know he's here.
He did, absolutely. Get your name in the paper.
Gello now with the drive, and you're going to get a foul inside here on West. We'll see who this one's on.
We're going to get Leo Winery going to check in for the Titans right now. Number 3, he's going to come in for Ben Gillette.
Ben Gillette has been very active tonight.
No question.
45-13, Gaylord has got the basketball, inbounding it to Freeman. Freeman drives, looks underneath. He finds a man underneath. Oh, the pass was there. The shot missed, but you're going to get a foul. Pretzloff was wide open underneath, and Mr. Freeman with a nice pass.
It was a real nice pass by Freeman. Gillespie picking up his third foul. He's making them count.
Yes, he is. And that'll be Pretzloff with the free throw line. 45-13, West in the lead. Pretzloff's free throw. Nice spin on it, but no good.
And we got a Fox Motors timeout for TC West. Coach Doug Ballman.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout, too. You're listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
30-second timeout call.
Everybody knows Francisco is the place to go for the largest selection of local and national wine, beer, and spirits. But Francisco's Market and Deli on Silver Lake Road opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday because their breakfast selections are amazing. Croissants, breakfast pizza, burritos, and quesadillas. They've got you covered for lunch and dinner, too, with fresh-made grab-and-go deli sandwiches and pizza made from scratch. See them at franciscosmarket.com or Facebook and discover why fresh is the Francisco's difference.
And after the timeout, Pretzloff for Gaylord will go back to the free throw line. See if he can hammer down the second one. Takes his time, good spin. Ball bounces around and not in. 45-13, West still on top, big, with 3:03 left to go here in the third quarter. And looking inside, we got, I believe, a new player here, Leo Winery.
Yeah, Winery. Yep, Leo.
Leo is in now. And they get the ball inside to Frenchette. He kicks it back over to Hirschenberger, gets the Frenchette in the paint, and he has it stolen, and Gaylord will come up with it. He was harassed in there by a couple of Blue Devils, and now Gello will bring it up. Long three-pointer for Gaylord. Count it. Nothing but net on that one. That's his second three-pointer. He's got 12 points, 12 of the 16 for the Blue Devils.
And Gallo's only a sophomore.
Gillespie with a free throw, or excuse me, a three-point attempt, no good.
Hey.
But West comes down with the rebound. They give it to Ben Habers, and he nails the three-pointer.
I love it. Getting as many kids involved in the scoring tonight, absolutely love it.
You know, as well as West has played on defense, they've also dominated the offensive glass. They got another look at it there, and they nailed the three-pointer. Now here's Gavin with a long jump shot on baseline, no good, and West pulls down the rebound. Hirschenberger now gets it over the timeline. He's going to drive it in the paint, then kick it out to Gillespie outside the three-point circle, and he's going to give it inside to Winery, who puts it up and in.
All right, Leo.
Leo now makes it a 50-16 West lead. Gello over on the right wing. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman is being harassed over there by Habers. He's got to give it up. And he'll give it up to Enders over on the right wing. Picked up by Gillespie. They're trying to get Gello, but good defense by Hirschenberg, denying on the ball. Finally, they get it to Gello. Jump shot. That one no good. Rebound Habers, and here come the West Titans. Hirschenberger at the top of the circle. Gets it inside and in the paint and kicking it back out is Winery. And now nice pass inside.
Frechette with his second bucket. Didn't even look at the hoop.
No.
Just backwards up off the glass. Tyler Frechette. He's with 4 points.
That's Larry Bird style right there.
I love it.
52-16. We got 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Freeman with the long three-point attempt and no good. Now here comes the Titans. It'll be Habers bringing it up over the timeline. Kicking it back to Hirschenberger. Looking in the paint, nothing there, so he'll start up his dribble and give it over to Habers. They may be playing for the last shot here with 17 seconds left to go. Inside to Frechette, and the ball looks like Gaylord stole it, but you're going to get a foul here. We'll see who that's on.
Dominic Redmond going to come into the game. Konchak and Meredith also joining them.
Now I got to go to the scorebook and make sure I got everybody here. Redmond is going to be inbounding the ball for the Titans, who are dominating this game 52-16. An impressive defensive and offensive display so far.
No question. 10 seconds to go in the third.
Meredith now up to Habers at the top of the circle. Habers now drives. Left-hander, no good. Gaylord pulls down the rebound, and that's how we're going to end the third quarter. 52-16 West. You are listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Bayview Insurance is your local auto owner's agent, specializing in good student and teacher discounts. Visit BayviewINSAgency.com.
Whether you're shopping around for the best value or have never sold a car before, one thing remains the same. You'll want the most money for your vehicle. At Fox Grand Traverse Ford, we'll give you instant cash for your car, truck, or SUV with a Fox Cash offer. Bring your vehicle to Fox Grand Traverse Ford or get a quote online today. If you want the best value for your ride, Fox Cash offer is the way to go. Get a quote in 15 minutes. FGTFord.com or stop by and visit us today at Fox Grand Traverse Ford on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Fox Motors, only the best.
All right, welcome back to Traverse City High School Gym. Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins for Q100. Traverse City West. It'll be Gaylord basketball, I should say, to start the fourth quarter. It's West dominating 52-16, and there's the steal. Now
by Redmond.
Kids coming off the bench. This defense has just been so impressive this game. And Redmond now back to Konchak. He's going to try a long three-pointer. Count it.
When you're feeling Brandon Konchak with the three.
And that makes it 55-16. The three-pointers have been going down here tonight for West. Now Gaylord with the basketball. Got someone new. Lamaretto has checked in for Gaylord. As now both teams are kind of emptying their benches. And he gives it to big number 50 who's checked in. That is Aiden Fox. He misses a three-pointer. And now here comes West. Going right to the hoop and count it. That is Dominic Redmond.
I love Dominic Redmond in the scorebook, the 6'2 senior.
Making it a 57-16 West lead. And now big number 50. Boy, this kid comes off the bench, starts shooting three-pointers all over the place. That one is missed, but Gaylord pulls down the rebound. And Torino Lamaretta has made his first buckets of the game, and it's 57-18 West in the lead. Yeah, Habers bringing it up. Bounce pass inside. And that time Redmond was rejected, but West comes back with the basketball. Habers over on the left wing, outside the three-point line. Looking inside to Konchak, finally gets it in, but the ref is going to call. I didn't see the signal. 3 seconds, yeah. Brandon was setting up shop a little too long down there in the paint, and that's the call. 57-18 West in the lead. Lamaretto bringing it up now for the Blue Devils. Gaylord's had all kinds of trouble with the press, but West not pressing at the moment. Aiden Fox, who's already launched up a couple of three-pointers, kicks it back over to number 32. That is Nathan Graham. Back to Willoughby, who's in now for Gaylord. He's over to Graham again. Graham, he had time to just line that one up, and he drilled it.
Nathan Graham with a deep three from the corner for Gaylord.
Well, Nathan's got 5, and it's 57-21 West now. Dominic Redmond now. He's going to try a three-pointer at the top of the circle. No good, but again, the offensive glass, and Redmond goes right to the hoop and count it.
Showing good strength that time, following his shot, Tom, and went through 3 defenders for Gaylord and got the bucket to fall. Good effort.
Indeed. Again, they're just owning that offensive glass. Aiden Fox kicks it over in the corner to Graham. Graham now over to Lamaretto, and he tries a three-pointer, and that's no good. Now here comes West quickly. It'll be Habers over on the right wing. Over to Redmond. Redmond with the three-pointer. That one didn't get the roll as it bounced on the front of the iron, rolled around, and no good. And ball be out of bounds. It'll be Gaylord basketball. We got 4:36 left to go here in this fourth quarter. It's been all West tonight. They're up 59-21.
Tyler Frechette checking back in for the Titans.
And Baseline jumper, no good, but Konchak pulls down the rebound. Konchak now with a nice move inside, but he couldn't finish it. Gets his own rebound, hits the deck, and you're going to get a foul here on the Blue Devils.
Good effort by Brandon Konchak with the offensive rebound. Definitely got hacked there.
That Odin Smith was the one that set him down. Odin's a big boy. The junior, as him and Konchak got a little battle going down underneath. And now there's over to Habers. Habers at the top of the key. Jump shot, pull up, no good. But West again comes down with an offensive board. Habers takes it right to the hoop and count it.
How about that, Ben Habers?
Habers with his 5th point as the Titans have owned the offensive glass here. There's a wild drive by Gaylord, missed, and Konchak pulls down the rebound for West. He'll get it up to Habers, who's over the timeline. Between the legs, he's now at the top of the circle, tries a pass inside, tried to thread the needle.
Sure did.
To Redmond, and just off his fingertips, and it'll be Blue Devils basketball. Titans up by 40 with 3:17 left to go. Don't forget, we're going to be picking our Fox Motors Motivated Player of the Game. We also got a Jimmy John's player of the game, which the coach will be picking for us.
And the parent of the game.
And the parent of the game. Gaylord misses the shot. Konchak comes down with the rebound, and you're going to get a foul inside. He kicks it inside to Frechette, who had 3 men on him, and one of them fouled him, at least one of them.
Charles Holscher. Winery back into the game for the Titans.
Those both teams clearing their benches.
Leo Winery coming back in for the Titans. Brandon Konchak checking out.
Redmond now inside to Frechette. Jumper baseline, no good. And then Redmond gets a strong rebound, puts it up, and that's missed. And again, there's nothing easy rebounding-wise for Gaylord, but we're going to get a foul here.
They're going to get Frechette on that foul, but you're absolutely right. They're battling for every ball like it's the last one on earth.
Indeed. West trying to go 1-0 in league play with a big showdown with Petoskey coming up on Tuesday. It'll be Charles Holscher as the student section tries. We're not sure what the countdown is they're doing, but Gaylord's trying to get something inside, and the ball's tipped, and West comes down with it. There's a long pass inside, up and in. That is Meredith.
Meredith, yes.
And a good, strong defensive play. I didn't see who stole that ball.
I didn't either, but Meredith now in the scorebook.
Indeed. 63-21, West in the lead. There's a steal again by the Titans. Long pass to Habers. Habers is going to go right to the hoop and put up and in.
Ben Habers with another easy bucket.
He's now got 7, and it's a 65-21 West lead with 1:12 left to go in this one. It'll be the Blue Devils' Nathan Graham. Crossover jump. Boy, he is being hounded by Redmond there. Nothing easy anywhere for the Blue Devils tonight.
No question.
With a student section, saw a bunch of them doing push-ups.
I like it. Yeah. They were doing some squats earlier there in one of the timeouts. Obviously looks like one of the football players threw a kid on the shoulders and did a bunch of squats there. That was highly entertaining.
My knees are long past doing any of that.
Oh, yeah.
Lamrento now with 36 seconds left.
I took 2 ibuprofen just watching them.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's the block inside by Winery, but Gaylord gets the ball back. 25 seconds left. Inside, missing the jump shot, but Lamrento pulls it down for Gaylord again. As they got a few offensive rebounds. There's a steal by Redmond, though. Look out from behind. Almost had it stolen right back as Dominic Redmond now looks like they're going to play for the last shot. 8 seconds left. West.
It's over.
They might not even shoot it here, up 65-21. The handshakes have begun, and that is going to do it. The final score, 65-21. West earns their first conference victory in a dominating fashion. And we will take a break here. We'll come back. We'll analyze the game, break it down for you, and we'll also have Coach come talk to us about what he saw. You are listening to Titan Basketball, victorious Titan Basketball on Q100.
Molon Excavating has been shaping the landscape of northern Michigan since 1979. Molon is a sturdy, family-based business that believes in hard work, honesty, and a full-fledged commitment to community and teamwork. Your future is Molon Excavating's primary concern. Most of their managers began as crew members, building their careers literally from the ground up. If you're interested in a stable career with a future you can control, call Molon today at 231-943-3929, 943-3929 to discuss where you're headed next. Whether you're shopping around for the best value or have never sold a car before, one thing remains the same. You'll want the most money for your vehicle. At Fox Grand Traverse Ford, we'll give you instant cash for your car, truck, or SUV with a Fox Cash offer. Bring your vehicle to Fox Grand Traverse Ford or get a quote online today. If you want the best value for your ride, Fox Cash offer is the way to go. Get a quote in 15 minutes. FGTFord.com or stop by and visit us today at Fox Grand Traverse Ford on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Only the best.
Everybody knows Francisco is the place to go for the largest selection of local and national wine, beer, and spirits. But Francisco's Market and Deli on Silver Lake Road opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday because their breakfast selections are amazing. Croissants, breakfast pizza, burritos, and quesadillas. They've got you covered for lunch and dinner, too, with fresh-made grab-and-go deli sandwiches and pizza made from scratch. See them at Francisco's Market or Facebook and discover why fresh is the Francisco's difference.
Owning a business is a labor of love, but frankly, your business insurance shouldn't make more work for you. Top of Michigan believes the best business relationships are honest, upfront, and fair. You can depend on Top of Michigan and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to personally address your insurance needs. So, if you're looking for a proactive partner and not a part-time assistant, have a frank conversation about your business insurance with Top of Michigan today, or visit TOMIA247.com/business.
When it's time for a change, head to J-Lube, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location. Where do you take your real friends for real barbecue and really good service? Sparks Barbecue at the Four Corners of downtown Traverse City. But get there early because they sell out of their premium barbecue daily. You'll know why when you taste their legendary beef briskets smoked daily in 100% wood smokers. Treat your pals to a daily drink feature or a Michigan craft beer exclusively on tap. Sparks can light up your next event with catering too. EatSparksBBQ.com.
Just because winter has arrived doesn't mean your golf season has to end. X-Golf of Traverse City is open year-round for the most realistic golf experience imaginable from tee to green, including putting. X-Golf has a pro shop and gift certificates for the golf nut on your list. Visit xgolftraversity.com to schedule your best Christmas party ever. And of course, the full bar is open to celebrate the round or just gather with friends to watch a game or two. xgolftraversity.com. Play, train, entertain.
Hey Titans fans, if you're car shopping, check out our new eMarsh custom purchase experience at BillMarsh.com. eMarsh makes car buying fast and easy. Choose your vehicle and options, get an accurate trade-in value, calculate your monthly payment choices, and apply for credit. You can even schedule at-home or at-work test drives and deliveries. Start your eMarsh experience at BillMarsh.com. eMarsh, welcome to easy. And go Titans.
Welcome back to Traverse City West High School. Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins for Q100 as the Titans have rolled in their first conference game over Gaylord, 65-21. It was 29-11 at halftime, and all West again in that second half. And lots of guys in the score column today.
I believe every player that played in the game tonight scored. time because I believe Garrett Schuler didn't play on Tuesday night. He's out ill, I believe. And then also Bryce Hoskins, who played really well in the game down in Midland, did not play tonight. And that's why they brought up Quentin Gillespie and guys like that. And so every player, every person that got into the game tonight scored for West.
Well,
that's a great game. When everyone gets in the scorebook, the whole team is happy.
Absolutely, and that'll run West's record to 3-5, but more importantly, they're 1-0 to start conference play. Well, did you want to go over the scoring? It's an impressive list.
It certainly is, and let's go right down the list here, starting from the top with number 1, Jonathan O'Connor. Of course, he very limited playing time in the second half of the third quarter and fourth quarter. He had 15 points tonight. And the dunk.
The dunk. First dunk of the year for me, anyways.
It's good, yes. It's good to have that one into the books now. Ben Habers had a nice game. He shot a 3 in the game. He had 7 total. Leo Winery coming off the bench, getting some quality minutes towards the end. He got a bucket. Unofficial. These are all unofficial, by the way. He had 2 in the game. Ian Robertson, before he had that hard fall near half court and hitting his head there, he had 1-3 in the game. Tyler Frechette, he had a couple of buckets in the game. He scored 4 tonight. Josh Hirschenberger, he continues his hot streak. He scored 7. Will Gaston had 6. Dominic Redmond, number 21, getting some into the scoring book. He had 2 buckets. He had 4 tonight. 2 for Ben Chalette, 2 for Briar Meredith. Brandon Konchak made a big 3 in the fourth quarter. And getting double figures in his first varsity game, Quentin Gillespie, the sophomore, coming up for the game tonight. And I'm not sure if tonight only or what the deal is, but he had 10 big points in the game tonight.
Quentin No Name Gillespie. We did not know who he was in the first time. He was number 30, but now he comes up with a big game tonight. One of many impressive games here as we're getting ready to talk to the coach.
The Big North Conference knows his name now, too,
Indeed. All right. And here we go. Coach Bowman, congratulations. Oh, he needs the headset here. Let me unmute him.
Coach Doug Ballman here, bringing a special assistant with him today to help him out. So that's always good to have that extra help there. Hey, Coach, a lot of energy provided by the team tonight. That full court pressure once again really turned it up. And, man, what can you say? To me, it looks like every kid that played scored tonight.
I think that's what they said. We knew we had to come out with energy. Obviously, we had some guys that weren't able to play today. We brought a couple of the JV kids up, and we knew our rotations were just going to be different than normal. And I think that showed in the first half. We were just a little uncertain on offense, but fortunately, that press was beneficial for us and got us going, and we had some big shots in the second half.
Yeah, Quentin Gillespie, we didn't know his name until we went down to check the scores at half, so we called him No Name Gillespie, and then after we found out. What an impressive game. Unofficially scored 10 points in the game, and man, for a sophomore, the kid came in and he wasn't afraid.
He was not, and we kind of told him that off the get-go, that he just needs to play this game like he played the JV game.
Right.
And we were able to use him just with that 5-quarter rule that they have now at the high school level. And he came in, and Ben Carlson was the other sophomore that come up, and they gave us some good minutes again with 3 of our guards out. We sat Dom Redmond still battling an ankle. So we were able to get him in the second half just because we knew there wasn't going to be as much activity to push on that ankle once we got out of the press.
I was going to ask you, too, what's the word on Ian Robertson when he took that hard smash in the head a little bit there on the
He did. Floor. He had that hard fall, but then also banging the head there. So he seems to be better. Ian was making jokes and laughing in the locker room, and that's usually a good sign for Ian. So as they have with, most cases now, there'll be a concussion protocol that we'll have to follow and make sure that he's ready to go. But next one's Tuesday at Petoskey, and I think he'll be ready.
Yeah, good. That's always Petoskey, a good team. Tough arena, one of the nicer arenas in all of northern Michigan. I love walking in there from the top level and looking when all the stands are pulled. That little bowl arena there, it's a cool atmosphere.
It is. It's and they got a great student section, which always brings atmosphere to good games. And they're going to spread the floor and dribble, penetrate, and they've got some good shooters. So we'll be ready for them. Hopefully we're healthy and we can make it through the weekend.
I was going to ask you, Coach, what is your rule on dunking? Jonathan O'Connor had a nice dunk, but Will Gillespie had an open look, and he seemed to miss the gem.
Will Gaston.
Gaston, sorry. Will Gaston. And I thought, well, you're far enough ahead. Is there rules like, or do you say, if you're going to dunk, you're going to better make it?
You know, if I had made all the dunks that I ever tried in high school and college, I probably could say that. But as I told him, you know, I've missed open dunks, and his was contested. And I think he just hesitated enough to say, do I want to dunk this or not? That he came up a little short. But no, I like the aggressiveness at the basket, and I have no problem with that attempt by Will.
And we all know Will has no problem getting above the rim.
No. Great athlete.
What I really thought was impressive tonight, besides your defense, was how you guys were hitting the boards, especially the offensive glass. That was impressive tonight.
It was one of the things we knew we needed to focus on, watching some game film. But the 3 games that I watched in Gaylord, they came out and ran zone every game for the whole game, and so for them to come out and run man kind of, you know, threw us through a loop there to begin with. But again, we adjusted well, and you know, a lot of players kind of played out of position, but I thought we adjusted well, made some adjustments at halftime, and that kind of pushed that lead in the second half.
Coach, what do you know about Petoskey going up to that game on Tuesday night?
Same thing. They got a couple good shooters. They're going to run the floor, and they're going to look to spread us out and dribble penetrate. So, you know, pretty much like we've seen every other team do this year. It's a little different to get into because I've always been used to the traditional, you know, 2 posts and screens and comes back, and it's a new game. And fortunately, I've got great assistants that are familiar with that and really help with game prep. So we'll be ready to go and just play our defensive game, and I think we'll be all right.
I know that they've got a new head coach over there, Coach Tam. Does that make it any more difficult trying to figure out a new coach? Or
it does, just because you don't necessarily know their tendencies, and no different than, you know, my guys trying to figure me out. I'm sure Coach Tam's kids are still trying to figure him out, but you know, when I was coaching the girls, Tam was with the Petoskey girls team, so I've known him for years, and I know they'll be ready to play and be very effective in what they do, just because he is a good coach.
Yeah, and Tom has a little history there going way back to high school.
I went to high school. He was a senior when I was a freshman. Royal Oak Kimball High, it was a AA team. He took them as the starting guard to the quarterfinals. First and only time that school had ever been there. And they had played Walker D. Russell at Pontiac Central and ended up by losing that quarterfinal. But it was a great year. I think they lost 1 or 2 games all year long, and he was a great guard, starting guard for them.
His daughter was coming through and was a phenomenal athlete for Petoskey when he was coaching. So you know, he did a great job with her and that team. So like I said, I have no doubt that he'll have them ready to go.
Excellent. Coach, it's that time of we chose for our Fox Motivated Player of the Game. We went with the super sophomore, number 30, Quentin Gillespie. No, he may not have had a name in the first half, but he's got a name now, and he's our Fox Motors Motivated Player of the Game.
You know, you did it to me again. I came in telling you that Quentin was going to be my Jimmy John's player.
Well, that's what I talked to Ty and said, I wonder if Coach is going to pick Quentin Gillespie. You know, I'm trying to always think where you might go. So,
I'll tell you what, one of the bench players that came in and just played his tail off. He works hard in practice every single day, and he rewarded himself with a couple of nice buckets. He dove on the floor for some loose balls, had some good box out. But that's Tyler Frechette. I think Tyler did a great job for us. And you know, giving kids opportunities that they reward themselves, but show you why that they deserve to get that opportunity. That was Tyler tonight. You know, everybody played well, but again, he just stuck out as a great kid, and he worked really hard. And then going along with that, his dad will be the parent, Jimmy John's parent of the game. So Darren Frechette.
Darren Frechette. Okay, good deal. The Frechette family did well here this week at the closing out this week. Hey, again, Coach, the effort you guys showed down in Midland on Tuesday night, and to back it up with a high energy game again, I was telling Tom that, man, you guys really impressed the heck out of me down in Midland there, almost pulling that one out when you were down 16 at one point. So this team has a bright future, and you got them playing hard, and they're a fun fun team to call games.
I appreciate that. Yeah, they're working hard. They have to get all the credit because as coaches, you can only put in so much, but it's the kids that really have to want it and get excited. And these kids are that group. They've really got into what we're trying to, do between myself and Coach Mario and Coach Popa, bringing Coach Chenard up from the JV to help out on the bench. I mean, they're sponges right now, and I think you're seeing a lot of that on the court, and that's 100% those kids wanting it. So I give them all the credit.
Well, anything we missed here, Coach? Any shout-outs or anything you want to say?
No, I just appreciate you guys coming, and it's fun because, when I played in high school, we had the crew that followed Larry Burns and JC would come and do it for WTCM at the time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I've got all those recordings. My parents, on the old cassette tapes,
Sure.
My dad would always record the radio broadcast. So when I heard you guys were coming back, I was excited.
Yeah.
It's fun for the kids, and it's great for the people out there listening to almost feel that old school radio broadcast.
Absolutely. I love it.
And I wanted to give a shout out. I almost named this as my motivated player of the game, but how do you like my new basketball scorebook that I got for Christmas?
I like that.
Look, compared to what's going on over here with Rich, it's not even close.
That's right. I like it.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Appreciate
a great
it, guys.
team victory for Traverse City West as they dominated Gaylord tonight, 65-21. What's the final?
Looking forward to heading up to Petoskey and taking on the Northman on Tuesday night.
All right. Why don't we take one more break? We'll come back, wrap things up here live from Traverse City West. You are listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Bayview Insurance is your local auto owner's agent, specializing in good student and teacher discounts. Visit BayviewINSAgency.com.
Add a little spark to your next party when you host it at Traverse City's premier event space, The Loft that sparks barbecue in the heart of downtown Traverse City. They don't just add a touch of class, but a spark of excitement to any event. You might have trouble choosing from a vast array of dining and drink options, but their premium barbecue is guaranteed to make your party a flaming success. Booking holiday parties now. Go to EatSparksBBQ.com to set your party on fire. EatSparksBBQ.com. When it's time for a change, head to J-Lube, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate, so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
Hi folks, Jim Jeffries for Michigan Trailers in Traverse City, your local authorized Easy Dumper dealer. An American-made Easy Dumper insert turns your pickup truck into a dump truck to make jobs easier. Firewood, mulch, sand, gravel, and construction waste become just a push button to unload. Let us turn your truck into the workhorse it was meant to be. Stop in and see the full line today on US 31 South across from Menards, Traverse City, or see us online at michigantrailers.com.
Everybody knows Francisco is the place to go for the largest selection of local and national wine, beer, and spirits. But Francisco's Market and Deli on Silver Lake Road opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday because their breakfast selections are amazing. Croissants, breakfast pizza, burritos, and quesadillas. They've got you covered for lunch and dinner, too, with fresh-made grab-and-go deli sandwiches and pizza made from scratch. See them at franciscosmarket.com or Facebook and discover why fresh is the Francisco's difference.
And we're back here live at Traverse City West High School. Tom Devitt along with Rich Calkins for Q100 as the Titans dominated tonight over Gaylord 65-21 to get their first league victory of the year and their third overall victory. It's setting up that big game against Petoskey. I just wanted to mention this real quick because I neglected to mention the big scorer for Gaylord, who was Luke Gello, who by unofficially had him with 3 blocks, but he also had 12 points. You had Nathan Graham had 5 points and Pretzloff had 2 points, and Lamaretto had 2 points for the Blue Devils in that one. But they were dominated today by West, no question.
Luke Gello, just a sophomore, Tom, so he's a kid that's going to be around another 2 full years after the season. So that kid's got some ability for sure.
Yep, and he was certainly their star, but the star was West's team.
Yes. Overall, absolutely. I mean, everything, again, as I mentioned with Coach Bauman, is that everyone that played tonight scored, and when that happens, the entire team is so happy. You bring up a couple of sophomores, they get into the scorebook, and with Quentin Gillespie being the Fox Motors motivated player of the game, I mean, that's amazing. So good for him. And the Jimmy John's player of the game, Tyler Frechette, and then his dad, Darren Frechette, was the parent of the game. So congratulations to all of them, the entire TC West team, 1-0 in the Big North, and go to 3-5 overall. 8 games already into this season, Tom. Hard to believe.
And the conference play has officially begun. Don't forget, they can catch you tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Chad Patterson and I, the play-by-play voice of Grayling Viking football and basketball, will be my co-host with me. So we'll be there talking. We're on Q100, 101.1. Sorry, all these numbers in my brain. 101.1. So that will be talking the Northern Michigan Scoreboard Show presented by the Bill Marsh Auto Group.
And that'll be taking place tomorrow. Get you caught up. And then Rich and I will be in Petoskey on Tuesday for that big showdown with the Northland. I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank Coach Bauman for talking to us. Thank you, Rich.
Yeah,
thank JJ for producing long distance today. But we appreciate his effort as always. And everybody have a good night and a good weekend. And we will see you Tuesday as the Titans take on Petoskey. You've been listening to Titan Basketball on Q100.